For the cream, renegade. For the money, Ole Green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, for protecting that. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, for protecting that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I been gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go. To the next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. Now Jones. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Out of the gun now on third down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken on the 25. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
11.
1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 21.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, gun. 12. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
13.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Houston!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 43.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Houston. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The first carry now for Kenneth Dixon, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone? Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them. Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few. Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. 13. Go ahead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
11. You got 4. You got 6. 6. 6.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
21. 11. 12.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
White. Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Set. White. 90.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Set. Green. 61.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Get him, boy.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set. Blue. 43.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
6. 11. 21. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, gun. Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11, 11. 12, 12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
21, 21. 12, 12. 21, 21.
On first down, Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he'll let it, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go ahead. 13. 12.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to slither by. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Set, blue.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Delta.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 54 yards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Courtland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. To the right side, caught by Salek. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 11. Garoppolo on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Courtland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. McKinnon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
11. 12.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left and got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40s before it's all said and done. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he's forced out right. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And Gould is able to put it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Houston, Alaska.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
21.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Garoppolo throwing on second. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I got you. Go ahead.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Set, yellow.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Set, blue 43.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
21. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
4 down, like 20. 80.
The
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Niners, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.